Hi guys, this is Jerry. Today I'll show you a quick guidance for this particular vehicle. This is the all-new 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan facelift version. So with the inbuilt navigation system. So this basically the same system with across the line for all the Volkswagen vehicles. For some specific models, you may lose, for example, the navigation screen, or you may lose here a couple of features on this, but most of the features are going to be similar. So I'll quickly go through that. So first thing, we have quick guidance menus, guidance buttons on each side that allows you to go into different sort of system, different features individually. Radio, media, this is the volume adjustment. Push this on and off for the volume adjustments. Phone connection, voice command, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, that's App Connect, and CarPlay, the car settings, and also menu. So what we want to do, we go to the menu, go to each particular individual, then swipe left, go to all the settings, and also before you go, you can also swipe down from the top. That allows you to change your sort of brightness to 0 to 100%. You can quickly tap off the audio, quickly do road guidance to home, and cancel the navigation announcement, do the sound system, and also you can swipe left to change all the settings if you wish. So that allows you to do all the things if you like. Otherwise, swipe up. So these allow you to change anything whenever you like. And for the center menu, if in case you don't like the layout of this, you can also push and hold to drag them. So for example, if I want to change the navigation to where the vehicle is, I can push and hold. Here we go. I can drag it just over here, so that switch position. You can also drag to the second menu as well if you wish, so that's pretty easy. And if you have some model that allows the gesture control, so you can see this wave gesture whenever you get close to the screen, that allows you to actually wave in front of the screen to go to the second screen. So that allows you to do that. You can do that in the radio control, in the media control, potentially in the navigation, all that things. So as soon as you see this wave gesture, that means you can actually wave in front of the screen to do that. Sometimes it may not work, sometimes it may work. So it's really up to the situation. And before you go ahead, please make sure you subscribe and like the video. If you enjoy the video contents, everything, that would be really helpful. And if you're looking to purchase any Volkswagen vehicles in New Zealand, especially around Auckland, make sure you contact us at Ambient or contact me directly, jerry@ambient.co.nz. And all right, so first one, we have the radio. So click the radio button. So now, once you go into the radio screen, you will see this notification. That means this is the radio station we're listening to, ZM at 90.91 FM. And down there, this is your presets, because we have select presets. So you can see all your presets over here. Again, you have wave gesture, you can wave around. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So these are your presets radio stations in this particular location. And then if you want to change around, you can just tap the change on the top, or you can tap the steering, just press that or swipe that to change your radio station. That's pretty easy. And then you can also see station list that allows you to see all the stations that's available in this particular area. For example, in this instance, it's in Auckland region, but if you go to Waikato, this may change, by the way. And then you can sort of sort them by alphabet or by group or by gene. So that allows you to see all the pop or all the rock in between. So that's pretty easy. Station list. If you do want to go to any station, just press them, then you go to any station. You can see the star light on the side. That means that's your favorite stations. If, for example, concert is not start, and that means your concert is not selected in your favorites. And if you do wish to if you do wish to overwrite one of the stations, for example, I want to override concert number 5, I'll just click and hold. And you hear this small beep, that means this is saved at the concert, just like that. And then we also have stations, so press stations, that allows you to see all the stations information. So this is your station, this is focused on the concert. If anything shows up, it will show up over here. Otherwise, nothing will change. Menu, that allows you to change it manually. Either go right, go one by one, or go right, go to the next available station, or simply go through. So if you know your individual stations, then you can change them on your own. And then we have the first one, source, that allows you to change to FM or AM. That's up to you. All the logic on the FM is the same, so no difference on the AM and FM. Then we also have settings. So if you click the setting menu, so you can actually see the sound, scan, all the things. Sound we will talk about later in the sound setting. Scan, that allows you to scan through the stations. That's pretty easy. Something important is the arrow button. So this is to personalize your arrow button on your steering. So in case you want to do preset or station list, if you press station list, that means if I touch this button, the station will go to next available station, not in your favorite or presets list. But if you click preset list, that means I click this button on the steering, I'll go to next preset list on my preset list. So that's pretty nice to have that. Personally, my preference is preset list, but that's up to you. You can change whatever you like. And default setting is always on station list. You can also enable traffic program. You can delete presets if you wish to, and you can check station logo, but this is not available in New Zealand anymore, unfortunately. You can do radio text, you can do advanced setting to change all the things. That's not something you should worry about, I assume. Yeah, so that's to do the radio. And next, we will go back to the menu. We have phone menu. So click the phone. That allows you to connect your mobile phone with this sort of Bluetooth. So there are a couple ways to do the Bluetooth. You can do Bluetooth only. You can do Apple CarPlay wireless, as long as your unit supports that. Or you can do Android Auto or Apple CarPlay with the cable connection underneath. I won't go through and show you all those things today, because I have done an individual video. If you do want to check that, just search on my channel and to check that video in the comment. So I will skip this Bluetooth. So next one, we have vehicles. So there's a lot of settings that you can set up the vehicles. First one is a sort of generic graphic to show you the vehicle status. At the moment we are in good condition, so that's good. Click right, tire pressure monitoring system. If one of the tire pressure is low, that will give you a warning over here. You can reset by press that. And next, still the reset status. You can also do selections. So you can do digital cockpit, so you can personalize your data on your digital dash. So I will cover a new video on the digital dash, so you can check that video. This allows you to change different views here and there on the right hand side. If you press view, again, there we go, it shows the parking, everything, but you can press this, that shows your consumption instead. So you can personalize it, go up and down to change those two graphics if you like. Otherwise, change back to classic. That's what most people would like. Driving data, that shows your driving information. So that shows we have driven only 60 k's for 35 minutes, but no consumption, stuff like that. So you can see your long term, your average, everything like that. This is just a road test by technicians, so these kinds of brand new unit hasn't been really driven. Otherwise, we can go to last status. That's where the original screen. So you can change it whichever you like. If you do want to stay on one of these screen, that's pretty easy. Next one, we have the settings. So there's a lot of settings that you can set up. First one is your electronic stability control. At the moment, that's activated, so that's good. We don't want to turn the traction control off if you just simply drive around city, but if you are going to off-road or anything like that, you can turn it off. That's totally fine. Tires, you can reset your tire pressure monitoring system if you wish, once you confirm all the tire pressure is okay. You can also do speed warning for winter tires, so you don't go over a certain speed, whichever you set, basically as warning. In North Island, New Zealand, you don't really do this. Lights, so you can switch all the information. So this vehicle has equipped with the matrix LED headlights. So now you have the dynamic cornering lights. What that means, when you turn the steering, your headlight will turn left or right. If you don't want it, you can press to disengage. That's up to you. Switch on time, that means your auto headlights that switch on, switch off in a medium sort of response. So that's pretty easy to understand. You can change it early, late if you like. Automatic headlight control in rain, that means if your automatic rain sensing wiper is engaged and there are rainwater built on your windscreen, your headlight automatically switch on. So very easy to understand. If you don't like it, disengage, that's totally fine. But in New Zealand, this is definitely recommended. Convergence turn signal, that means I would light touch this. It'll give you 3 indication. So yeah, that's pretty easy. Again, I quite like this, so you can leave it on. If you disengage this, when you turn, it only when you hold, it will turn basically. So that's how that works. And left and drive, that's travel mode. We don't want to disengage that because we in New Zealand, we are pretty safe with that. Instrument lighting, you can also you can also change that as you like in the nighttime. Coming home function and leaving home function, you can actually change the function. Coming home, That means when you switch off the vehicle, the headlight stays on for 10 seconds or any other seconds, whichever you set. At the moment, that's 10 seconds. Leaving home function, that means when you switch on the vehicle at night, then the vehicle headlights stay on for 10 seconds. So that allows you to see the driveway before you jump in the vehicle. Now we can go back, press the back button. And we also have parking and maneuvering. So at the moment, you can see the parking distance control. This is your parking sensor, just a fancy name. And we have active automatically. So what that means is when you get close to something at the front, on the side, because this vehicle has an all-round parking sensor, it will automatically activate the parking sensor for you, so you can see the beeping and everything without you actually manually engage it. That's quite nice. All these things allow you to change the different sort of volume for the front, for the back, and for the infotainment system. That means when your parking sensor is on, your infotainment system has the slight reduction, either high or low, up to you. Maneuver braking, so what that works is when you reverse out the car park, at the back there's a vehicle, there's a wall, there's a pool, whatever, you are likely to run into something. The vehicle will give you emergency braking if necessary at the last second. If you don't want it, just make sure you disengage that. Rear traffic cross alert, and that's all your blind spot detection. That means when you reverse the car park, if someone is actually crossing behind you, it'll give you a very small alert on the reverse camera and also on the rear mirror. What I'll do is I'll do a full video on the safety system on this vehicle as well, so that allows you to go through all the things. So make sure you check my video the other day. And next we have the background lighting. So background lighting, that's your ambient lighting in this vehicle. Some cars may not equip this. You can skip this forward if you wish. So you can switch off, so no light. Otherwise, switch back on. You can change your lighting, and you can also change the brightness. So brightness, you can change it individually from here and there. But otherwise, you can change all. You can bring them up or bring them down. It's up to you. And once you change the light, you can see the ambient light on the top will change, and also on your dashboard will change to your color scheme, either blue, red, or white, whatever you like. Mirrors wipers, so that allows you to change a few things on the wind mirror. So first one is synchronize the adjustments. What that means is when you switch the driver wind mirror, go up or down, your passenger wind mirror will go with your driver wind mirror. But if you switch the passenger wind mirror, it will only go up and down for the passenger one. So some people may find it handy because when you change it, both will go all along the way. So that's pretty easy. But this is totally up to you. Lower in reverse gear, very easy to understand. When you put on reverse, your passenger side wind mirror will lower itself. That's pretty easy. Fold in when locking, again pretty easy. If you don't want it, just deselect it. Wiper automatically ring. So again, just you get auto rain sensing wiper. So you push one position up, your wiper will wipe automatically. If you don't want automatic wiper, then just disengage that. Rear window wiping reverse gear, that's pretty easy. As long as your windscreen wiper is on or auto position, when you put on reverse, your rear wiper will automatically wipe. So that's pretty easy. And opening and closing, so you can actually do convenience closing. So at the moment it's off, so it doesn't do anything. But if you select either driver window or all windows, what we want to do is you can grab the vehicle key. As long as the vehicle is in stationary condition without engine switched on, you can press and hold the lock button from long distance. All your windows would go up, and press and hold the unlock button from distance. All your windows will drop down. So that's how that works. So we're helping, summer, it's really hot in the car. You can also drop down the window before you get in the vehicle. Otherwise, default setting is off if you don't wish to use it. Next one, central locking for all the door locks. That means when you get X to one of the doors, all the doors will unlock. When you touch the key from distance, all the doors will unlock. If you select any of these, vehicle side or single door, that means when you touch the door handle, only one of the single door, only one of the vehicle side will unlock. And you have to either unlock inside the vehicle for all the doors or double click the unlock key to lock everything. So that's pretty easy. Lock automatic driving. This is my personal choice. You can definitely engage this. When you drive off to, I think, 15 kilometers per hour, the vehicle automatically locks its doors. Interior monitoring system. So when you switch off the vehicle, there is an interior monitoring sensor. So if there's an emotion in the vehicle, it'll actually give you an alarm. So that's quite handy. I'm pretty sure most people will want it. And the next one, seats. So you can have vehicle key activated. So that means when you actually activate the vehicle key, and this key that switch on the vehicle will actually save to its seat position, and then when you jump in the vehicle again, it will basically go back to your own position. Next one, the convenience entry function. You can enable driver. That means when you switch on the vehicle or switch off the vehicle, your seats will go forward or backwards, so it gives you a little bit more access when you jump in the vehicle, jumping in and out of the vehicle. So that's quite handy. That's up to you. All right, next we have the instrument cluster. So you can change the contents on your active info display. So on your active info display, you can change the digital cockpit again. We have talked about this in the previous one. So you can change all the things. If you change to view 1, that allows you to change everything on the left and right. So you can change the display on the top left and right. You can change to classic. It will just be parking, gears, and the speed on the right. So you can change whenever you like. Then press settings again. Let's go back to time and date. That allows you to set the time date. That's pretty easy. You can either do two things: GPS, so basically goes by your GPS in your location if your vehicle has GPS functions available, or you can change the menu that allows you to change up and down yourself. And you can do summertime or winter time. That's this will be handy in New Zealand. And you get time zone, so that allows you to change all your information. This is okay for New Zealand. I'm pretty sure your service reception or service team will be able to help you with that. Units, you can change the units, either kilometers per hour. So these are all presets for New Zealand standard, or if you're other countries, you might have a different standard. That's pretty easy to get used to. Service in New Zealand, it's 15,000 Ks or 1 year, whichever comes first. You can check the service reminder. Once you get close to that, it'll give you a reminder on your dashboard. And if it's overdue, it'll give you all the reminders. So yeah, that's very handy. With the vehicle assistance, so I won't go too deep to this function. What I'll do is I'll do another video, show you all the things about the adaptive cruise control, about your lane departure, about your information front assist, lane assist, all those things. But this, if you want to change anything, you can quickly adjust them to quickly untake them. And yeah, so that's pretty easy. And in the new Tiguan, you can also press this button that'll go into the quick adjust menu, go up and down to change whatever you like on your digital dash. So that's pretty easy. Again, if you want to check a few more details on that, make sure you check the other video about all the safety systems. And we have media. So if your phone is connected, you can actually play media. Just make sure on your source, collect Bluetooth audio. So whatever your Bluetooth is connected, you can play through the speakers. Just click your phone, and you can do settings to change a few things on devices, on sound, and all that things. That's pretty easy. And go back to menu again. App connect, same thing with the phone connection. I've done a separate video, but you can connect through the USB cable to connect your mobile phone for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or you can do wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on specific models. In New Zealand, base model won't have this feature. Next one, we have navigation. So this is a little bit complicated feature. So this is the whole new navigation system. So basically, once you click navigation, you can see the bars on the left. These allow you to search, type random address. This allow you to search your last destinations, and then this allows you to see all your information, where you are traveling, what's your distance, and this allows you to see your saved locations. If your saved location is close on the left, on the right, it'll point out for you. And then if you click the bar over here, that allows you to see the sort of navigation map. At the moment, because we selected to see on the dashboard, so this doesn't show over here, what we want to do, click the bar at the bottom and cancel the show map in cluster. So press that. So your cluster only show your quick trip information on the top, where in the center will show your map display over here. So this is how the map looks like. You can drag it around or just go back to auto. That means it will go back to your original position. You can press the top bar over here. That allows you to do north direction or vehicle direction, but 2D vehicle direction in 3D. So this is up to you, whatever you like. Just press that button to change whatever you like. So now we can click the search button to search the next available address. So we have searched the Bellingham Road before, so we're gonna do that again. So two ways to search. You just keep tapping Bellingham Road, it will throw up the search over here, or you can tap the corner button on the top. That allows you to type city first, street name second, and house number next. So we're gonna start typing the Bellingham Road. So it will show up over here. So you can see it's searching, and it's searching over here. So we're gonna press that button over there. Now you can see this is where we are. If you do want to start, you can just keep straight away go start, or you can cancel. You can click more as well. That means you can see the information over here. You can save that location. Alternatively, you can click route. So that allows you to select different routes over here. So you can do selected route. This is the recommended route with the blue icon. Otherwise, you can change to the other icon. If you want to cancel that, you can cancel it. Otherwise, it will automatically start. Just hold on. Once it automatically starts,
drive to the route shown.
There we go. You can see how that route looks like, and then you can see here that allows you to see your coffee shops around or sort of stop signs around the side. That means if you drive to this sort of distance, you can stop. That's our location on the top, obviously. If you do want to change anything, you can see all these things on the left. So that's in your route. You get coffee. You get coffees just around 2 minutes of your driving, and you get 39 minutes driving to your destination. So that's pretty easy. And click back. That will go back to the home screen. If you do not wish to have the volume, you can click this up and down. That allows you to cancel the navigation guidance. You can also press this button. They will refresh your voice guidance again. And you can press this to change the day or change the night into the individual view. Otherwise, change to auto. So when your headlights switch on and switch off, it will automatically change it for you. That's pretty simple. And now on your dashboard, it will show what's your next sort of route. You have to go out to the car park, stuff like that. If you do want to show this to show map, then it will show map over here. So pretty easy. And click this again, it will show map. And also, if you do want to do any settings, just press the setting menu over here. You can do the route guidance setting, so that allows you to save, sort of change a few things if you like. And you can also do navigation announcements to be comprehensive or brief or sound only or off. That's up to you. You can activate, deactivate if you wish, and you can do basic functions. You can do all these things into home address, into business address. So that allows you to actually quickly guide to home or business if you wish to use that. So yeah, a lot of information you can do with the navigation, and yeah, pretty easy to use. Let's go back to menu. We have sound settings, so you can set up your sound. So this is the treble, mid, bass, up to you, plus and minus. You can change the position forward and backwards, and if you want to go back to center, just press the center. That's easy. Volume, you can change the field volume for the voice volume, for the speed dependent volume adjustments. That means when your speed goes up, your volume goes up a little bit for you, so you can hear that. Yeah, so navigation announcement, you can change all the announcements again, just like what you did in the navigation. And then in the settings, you can set a few things. You can do the touch screen tone. So basically, if you touch the screen, it'll give you feedback beep. And you can do manual tone, so that means when you click the menus, it'll give you feedback. You can do audible hand gesture feedback. That means you swipe left and right. The hand gesture will give you a small wave sound. So that's up to you. So it's whatever you want to choose. And then we go to next. We have aircon. So aircon screen is all controlled underneath, but you do have individual aircon on the top again. So you can do a few more settings. So the aircon setting at the bottom. So in this instance, we have the heated seats over here. So you can just press the heated seats button. That's pretty simple. And you can swap left and right to change your air conditioning temperature, or press this button individually to go to the left, to go to lower or higher. Or you can go top, swap left and right, or press the left and right to change the temperature. That's pretty easy. Off. Switch off the vehicle. Let's switch off the aircon. Sorry, that's pretty easy. Menu. That'll bring up this menu over here. You can also do sync. So when sync, it'll follow the driver sort of aircon. If it's desynced, or if you individually control this, they both will be disconnected. Otherwise, press sync, will sync together basically. And then you can also do directions. So press this button that allows you to do directions, up and down, just bottom, just switch whatever way. Or you can press this button individually to change whatever you like. So that's pretty easy. And then we have rear demister and front windscreen plus. That's pretty easy. And recirculation and non-recirculation, up to you. And AC on and off, that's up to you. And fan speed, go up or down, or go up or down, or go up or down. Quite a few ways to change, whatever you like. Again, you can also do automatic, so change back to automatic air conditioning. And if you do want to do manual, just press this to go back to manual. You can also do front and rear, so you can control the rear temperature on your own if you wish. but your sync will be deselected once you press the rear one. Then press this button again, or bring back the sync menu. And the rear air conditioning can be controlled by the passenger at the back if you wish, but if you do want to lock it, you can press the button or lock it, so they cannot personalize their air conditioning again. Air care, basically just active a sort of very small strong sort of filter to help you to filter the inside the air. If you want active, just press active on the top. Otherwise, pretty simple. You can also do settings for the aircon. So it basically has automatic air recirculation. So whenever you go through anything to blast the front windscreen, stuff like that, it will automatically activate the non-recirculation. But if you are just blowing the standard air into the cabin, it could do a recirculation. So this is really system will choose basically on that. You don't have to choose anything, so that's quite nice. Next one, we have the settings. So these are settings for the screen. So first one, we can set the screen. You can do switch off screen. So in 10 seconds, or switch off the screen if you wish. And then you can do brightness for the screen to be medium, high, or low. Touch screen tone, show menu tone, we've already done that in the sound. You can do show clock in standby mode. That means if you switch off the mode completely, it will only show clock. Otherwise, it will be completely black screen. You have proximity sensor, you have hand gesture, that's enabled. You have visual, you have audible, so that's pretty easy. And time and date, we've already done that. That's pretty easy. You can do manual or GPS. Language, you can select all the different languages for New Zealand version. That's nice. Additional keypad language, you can select them if you wish. Units, we've done that in another thing. Voice control, so basically shows the voice control to allow you to do navigation, to allow you to call someone in your phone book. And you can also manage your mobile device to select something or deselect something or delete something if you wish. Next, we can restore factory setting. You can restore the whole settings if you wish. Otherwise, you don't have to do that. So some system settings and copyright. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all about it. You can do help as well, so that allows you to see a few things if you do want to use that, just as on the menu to teach you to use stuff. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment. I hope this is helpful, and for your usage, for your purchase or anything like that. If you do wish to check more videos in my channel, please make sure you subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.